Was the goldsmith's death a cruel crime or a divine decree? Rumi reveals it was a heavenly command, completely free from human ego. Watch until the end to discover the shocking cosmic truth behind this act. The physician's execution of the goldsmith was born neither from greed for a reward, nor was it ever driven by the cold grip of fear. The physician did not take his life to curry favor with the king. Instead, he stayed his hand, waiting until a direct command and divine inspiration descended upon him. Just as ordinary minds could not grasp why the Prophet Khidr took the youth's life, so too is the hidden wisdom behind this act, completely beyond the reach of common men. When a soul is guided by divine revelation and inspiration, every command they issue is flawless, absolute, and undeniably right. He who possesses the power to bestow spiritual life holds the sacred right to take it away. For he is the divine deputy, and his hand is none other than the hand of God. Emulate the utter devotion of Ishmael before such a supreme healer. Lay down your life beneath his blade, not in grief, but with a triumphant, joyful smile, so that your soul, like the pure spirit of the Prophet Muhammad, may remain forever joyous and immortal in the blissful presence of the divine. True lovers only touch the peak of ultimate joy and ecstasy when they are willingly slain by the hand of their beautiful, divine beloved. The king did not shed that blood to satisfy his own worldly desires. So cast aside your stubbornness and let go of your dark cynicism. Did you truly imagine the king committed a flawed, impure act? Look closer, for within his luminous and untainted essence, no selfish motive can ever find a home. The trials and afflictions of this world, much like the fate of the goldsmith, act as a purifying furnace, designed solely to burn away the dross, separating all impurities from the true gold of the human soul. Divine trials are orchestrated just like the boiling of gold, forcing all hidden impurities to rise to the surface, so that the true purity within can finally be revealed. Had this king's actions not been guided by divine inspiration, he would have been a ravenous, bloodthirsty beast, rather than a righteous ruler. He was completely detached from any whim or greed. What he performed was a righteous deed, even if its outward appearance seemed wicked in the eyes of the world. When the Prophet Khidr damaged and broke the ship at sea, within that apparent destruction lay hundreds of hidden blessings and ultimate wisdoms. If even Moses, filled with prophetic illumination and vast divine knowledge, could not fathom the mysteries of Khidr, then who are you, with your meager understanding, to cast vain judgments upon these cosmic secrets? He is as pure and sacred as a blooming red rose. Do not mistake his divine duty for mere bloodshed. He is overflowing with the supreme cosmic intellect. Do not dare to perceive his wisdom as madness. If shedding a believer's blood had truly been his dark desire, I would be an infidel to ever utter his name with honor or praise. To praise a wicked soul causes the very throne of God to tremble, and fills the hearts of the righteous with deep suspicion. Know then that this king is free from all wretchedness. He was no ordinary worldly monarch bound by an earthly crown, but a sovereign of profound wisdom, chosen and sanctified as an intimate servant of the divine. To be slain by the hand of such a spiritual monarch is no tragedy. It is, in truth, a divine guidance, elevating the soul to ultimate bliss and the loftiest spiritual station. If there were no profound benefit and ultimate good within his severe wrath, God, who is absolute grace, would never have allowed such severity to unfold. A child cries in terror at the sting of the healer's blade. Yet the loving mother, though aching in her heart, is secretly pleased, for she knows it is the only path to her child's health. The divine takes away a single fragile life, and in return bestows 100 eternal souls, granting you realms far beyond your wildest imagination. You constantly measure the deeds of these divine saints by your own flawed logic and behavior. But know that their reality is worlds apart from yours. Look closer, with far greater precision. Now, Rumi unfolds his next legendary masterpiece, The Tale of the Grocer and the Parrot, to reveal how we trap ourselves in false comparisons. Subscribe now and join us, because this story will completely change how you judge everyone around you. There once was a grocer who owned a truly remarkable parrot, a creature of enchanting melodies, draped in vibrant green feathers, who spoke with the brilliant eloquence of a human. The parrot stood as the vigilant guardian of the shop, conversing with every customer and merchant, with delightful wit and sweet eloquence. When conversing with humans, it spoke exactly like a man. And among its own kind, its song was a masterclass of unrivaled avian melody. But then, a flash of sheer panic shattered the peace. Startled by a passing cat, the parrot flew frantically across the room, knocking over the precious jars of rose oil, sending the costly treasure spilling across the floor. The grocer walked back to his counter with absolute calm, completely unaware that his precious rose oil was already ruined on the floor. While our terrified parrot froze in the shadows, bracing for an unpredictable storm, the illusion shattered. Seeing his shop drowned in oil and his merchandise ruined, his rage exploded, striking the poor bird until it was left completely bald. For days, a haunting silence filled the shop. The parrot spoke no more, leaving the grocer trapped in a prison of his own bitter regret. For days, the parrot locked away its voice in absolute silence. And the grocer, drowning in bitter regret, could do nothing but sigh, mourning the eloquent companion he had so foolishly broken. Tearing at his own beard in pure agony, the grocer wailed, "Woe to my soul! The brilliant sun of my fortune has vanished, eclipsed beneath the heavy clouds of silence. Would that my hand had shattered into pieces in that cursed moment, before it ever struck the head of my sweet, eloquent companion." Rumi's mirror is now holding up a reflection for all of us. Have you ever let a single moment of blind fury steal the brightest fortune of your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below, hit that subscribe button, and don't miss the breathtaking conclusion of this tale.